Welcome to the SAK show brought to you by MacCoffee. Thanks for your love and support so far. And today we're crossing over the guest, very special from the Kenyan market. Welcome to another episode of the SAK show brought to you by MacCoffee. Before we start, a shout out to Royal Orchid Azuri, the Wet Lounge, and Bollywood Casino. Today's guest, the one and only Collo.
Wagwan,
nice
man.
to have you, bro.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you've come,
Man, what can I say? God is good.
Yeah.
It's the right time and the best time to be in Nairobi.
Yeah.
I'm loving life. I'm enjoying every moment.
You're living it large.
Man, I'm enjoying every single moment, man. To make it here, it's been milestones.
True.
And
that's where we're gonna start now. How it all started and everything. So who is Collo? Collins? Tell us.
Collins Majale, aka Colo, is a rapper, a gospel rapper now.
Now a gospel rapper.
A gospel rapper. I am a songwriter. I am a youth music mentor and into social enterprise right now. So,
nice. So there's a lot of stuff which is coming out. Yeah, that's good. So tell us about your history. Where did you study? Where were you born?
Well, born and raised from Nairobi, Kenya. I was born initially in Huruma, we lived a little bit in Outer Ring, Eastlands for some time, moved to Nairobi West. Then, from then, that's when I joined...
almost reaching the South Sea's finest.
Yes.
Almost.
It was that era when I also joined Nairobi School and met up with Nyash and Roba. And then we formed the group Kleptomaniax. Who gave you hits like Twendele, Amatu Siendele, Are.
Too many, man. Too many. Let's not even go there first. Let's go back to school.
Yes.
Why are you always like this in school?
Well, the energy
happy-go-lucky guy,
course,
full of energy. Guys are like, this guy's had what? We need to know what he's on.
It's joy. It's just joy, The energy has always been there. There's a song I said, Nimekwa classic ever since classic.
Have you always been like this, full of energy, full of life? In school, your chore days, as they say,
When I remember the first song that we ever did, I was 16.
You were 16, wow.
And at that point is when I was just itching to share my talent out. I wanted to record.
When did you realize that you actually have that talent in you?
Man, we grew up listening to a lot of music. I grew up in a home that appreciated music a lot. Like, my pops had his own sound. My bro was a DJ when he was really young. My mom used to put on records, and we used to have dance competitions.
Nice.
Nandon is a dance. It was music all through, and coming from a generation that now started doing their own thing. The likes of like Kalamashaka. When I had Kalamashaka, I was like, wow. These guys are rapping Kwanzaa now. They're fusing English, Swahili, and Sheng. That to me was amazing because we were telling our very own narrative. That was
you could relate to it time. Exactly.
Yes. So by Form 2, we saved our lunch money. Roba Nyash went to pay a visit to Ogopa DJs,
and the Klepto was born. So whose idea was Klepto itself? Kleptomaniax. Roba is the one who said.
Who came up with the name Klepto.
With the name itself.
And Klepto was actually Roba and Nyash.
Yeah. So how did you fit it?
Well, I used to do my own solo gig. But then Nyash told Roba, wait, is that me? I want this guy to be a part of the group. Roba was like, no. And then Nyash convinced him, and the rest is history.
It's history, And then it started and everything. I mean, that was a whole phenomenon. At that time, Ogopa had just started. So it was like, what can you say? Like a right timing for the launch of that and everything.
True.
And now, coming back to Kleptomaniax, while we're at it, you wrote so many songs.
Yes.
so many hits. Not, you know, it was not like a one-hit wonder. You know, those bands those days, they just give you one hit, second one, there, third one, gone. But these Klepto was like everyone, even all the Indians, everybody from our side. Kenyans basically were like Klepto, you know, and Ogopa was behind it and everything. But people did not even know Ogopa then because it was all about Klepto. How was all that experience? Share with us that.
Well,
Your writing experience, your studio experience.
you know, come to think of it, and you know, it's interesting you mentioned that. I was even telling someone just before we got here.
Yeah.
I was telling them, you know, the difference is Nairobi's urban pop culture today
Yeah.
is not seeing the unity that was there back
Before,
in that time, because you know, different communities, the Asian community, the expats, the Muslims, the Christians were all one.
One, yes.
You know what I mean? And that was a rich culture that really set the trends on behalf of very many African cities today.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In terms of even the sound that Nigerians are rocking with right now, they call it Afrobeat.
Yeah.
That's something us guys were doing.
Way ago,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
long
So,
ago.
it was a blessing and an honor to bring people together through music.
Music, yes.
You know what I mean? And so it's always just a humbling experience even today.
Truly. So would you say at that time there were not many, there were like handful of producers, you know, Ted or Bruce or somebody, you know, that's it. And then Ogopa came in. So how much would you owe your success to Ogopa?
Well, I salute Ogopa DJs. I salute them because they understood the sound.
They understood the sound. They came with a fresh sound in the market.
The sound, and it's that sound what they call Afrobeat today. Is that pop? And
that was there.
I love you. It's the same sound. So Ogopa knew even how to nurture the artist in terms of just
grooming them and everything,
giving them that class, and you know, just sticking out like a sore thumb. But in terms of having a direction, Ogopa gave the artists good direction.
Good direction.
Yes.
Then you see, it's like Klepto was not part of Ogopa as such.
Well, Klepto was
a standout.
But then, you know, we separated the record label and the artist.
And the artist,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the artist was not under Ogopa then.
We were working with
them.
Ogopa.
Yeah.
We had a contract with Ogopa, but then we knew how to separate, but still celebrate the production house, and also celebrate the brand Klepto. Many artists relied on riding on Ogopa, since Ogopa, the big record label, and let me ride on this, you know what I mean? But we just wanted to have our own identity.
So your best 3 Klepto songs?
Ah man, you're putting me on a tight spot, man. Because all those songs are great, man. At that time,
there have to be 3, like, you're lucky I didn't say 1.
Okay. Well, for sure,
Twendele has to be there.
Hare, and Swing Swing.
Colo, then what happened? It was like a boy band which grew up and decided to go its own ways, or what? Why was there the split?
Well, you know, different seasons, different times, different shifts, you know, and you need to comply with life as it rolls.
Becomes demanding.
And at the same time, you can plan so much, but probably God has a different
plan for
you.
You. Yeah.
So, by 2000, I finished school around 2003. By 2006, us guys were in the US doing a tour. And at that time, Kenyans were the only guys.
Who doing this? Yes.
Abroad, you know what I mean? Necessary Noise were doing their thing at that time. I remember when we got to Orange County, West Coast, Kenyans were saying, man, we've driven for 30 hours from ATL to come and watch the show. You know what I mean? And for me, I was so excited because finally, Kenya was on the
map. And yes, you guys did a brilliant job in putting us there.
Yeah, and so Nyash stayed back in 2007 because we did 2006 and then 2007 with the 26 state tour. I came back after that, and that's the same year that now Kenya plunged into the post-election violence. You know,
so that was like a break in between.
So that year was a very significant year, and to me, it made a lot of sense to where we are today as a nation.
As a nation,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it solved that equation of how come Kenyan music is not doing as well as these other countries? How come in Kenya minimum wage? What's wrong with the teachers? What's wrong with the doctors? What's going on? What's going on? So the nation was suffering with something that many people didn't understand.
But now they do it.
Election violence. It made a lot of sense to where we are today.
Yeah, it contribute. Of course, contribution was there. So your music, you call it rap. What is rap to you?
Rap to me.
We've not hit the gospel bit yet. So we're still them days.
Rap is expression.
Yeah.
Rap is a style.
It's a style.
Yes, it's a style of music. You know.
Yeah.
You have different styles of music, and for me, expressing myself musically. Rap just.
And you wrote it yourself as well.
Yeah,
so it was like personal experiences or what?
Well, you know, I had a choice of singing.
Yeah.
I had a choice of even just, artist.
Scribbling, yeah.
But then I decided rap was the best way to express because of words.
Yeah.
I love words a lot because words communicate.
So 3 of your favorite best rap artists ever?
Best rap artist ever. I'll start with myself.
Yeah.
God be the glory. Nyashinsky, of course.
Yeah.
And Roba.
Yeah. Okay. Apart from Klepto, guys.
Yeah.
Tell me on an international level, who do you look upon to? Who's your biggest rap god,
Right
as
now,
they say?
or
No, them days.
them days.
We've not come to now. Now it's like umeokoka.
Sindio.
Hatujafika hapo.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, them days, those huge inspiration from Jay-Z, of course.
Jay-Z, yeah.
Yeah.
I know everybody used to say the Kenyan Jay-Z is Colo.
Man, from one year,
Yeah.
I remember him on summertime.
Yeah.
Who else? Man,
Too many.
there are too many. You know, we consumed a lot of songs from the Western world.
And tell me now, how did you handle that, at such a young age, touring the world, seeing a whole new side? I remember my fans and this and that. How was that? As much as, yes, the pressure was there, you must be loving it.
Man, at that point, there was a lot of excitement because it was something foreign and different and new.
Yeah.
But then, at that time, compared to now, I really didn't understand the value, of what we had then.
You didn't know what power you had at that time.
You didn't understand what you had in your hand.
Yeah.
It was more of, guys, we're just having fun.
Yeah.
We're famous. We're making some money.
True.
At that point, you'd never think it would come to an end. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I know what you're saying.
It's just
you're like you're living the glory, and you're like, this is it.
It's a drug. It's fame.
Yes. The more you get it, the more you want it more. So, what was the difference now in terms of Colo then, Colo now? Now you've gone into gospel.
Yes.
What brought out that change?
Well, I'll be honest, and it's life. In that, when you look at Kenya and the demographics around Kenya, I got to understand that the Asian community, the Islamic community have a very high perception of spiritual growth.
Spirituality.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your relationship with your creator is very important, as opposed to now the 42 tribes and how they perceive salvation. You end up putting your trust in a lot of men and money. You end up getting the shorter side of the stick. And you'll be on that side complaining. And I got tired of it was a cycle. And I got to understand that now. Looked at the Asian community, I compared, because we're all brothers and sisters.
Of course, we're one.
How come these guys, they can spend all the millions in making sure the temples are maintained, in making sure that they fast? Muslims fast, they pray, you know what I mean? And then I looked at our 42 tribes, and they think salvation is not being cool. And God has a calling for everyone, and
He has a plan, yeah.
I stood out to make sure that I encourage them to also have spiritual growth. It's very important.
So it came from within, and you're like, you gotta do it.
I mean, coming from the entertainment industry that keeps on complaining about everything.
Yeah. It's like there's fame, there's no money.
The challenge becomes the purpose. Yes.
So that brought it all out.
Yes.
So now you just rap gospel.
Right now, I rap gospel. If it's just digressing just a little bit, I'll call it community music.
Yeah.
Because then I'm addressing the community that I've grown up in.
But you don't miss the other side of it at all?
Quite honestly, no. I think I got a point where I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking.
You stopped all the bad Colo habits, the old habits.
Bro.
Yeah. Now it's like good.
You need to hear the song Bazokizo.
Yeah.
It's the biggest dance right now in East Africa.
Yes.
And there's a line that says, Siko kwa kanaliti juniko rido.
Yeah.
Meaning, the things of the world, desires, unnecessary desires. I grew out of it, and I thank God that I went through that stage
early.
And got safely out. Not everyone makes it out.
That's true as well. That's true. I mean, as you say, because it is such a thing that the more you do it, the more you want to go into it. The more you get sucked into it. It's like a quicksand.
Yes.
There are those guys who are there. I know of people who also want to come out of there.
True.
But they can't.
It's crazy. And everyone has a destiny, I believe. Everyone has a purpose and a calling to be here, and they need to get to enjoy life.
Exactly.
Stop struggling, start living.
Start living. That is the word, man. Colo in the house here with us today, guys. His brand new track. Check it out.
Fingers in the sky, kunja kumi to the side. Sio ngumu kudecide, tusikwende tukislide. We can book you through the night. Thank the Lord that I'm alive too. Kabitka kidrop too. Wanauliza Colo kwani ulienda? Okay, wengi hawajui nilishabanduka.
The best rap you've ever written in your life.
Best rap that I have ever written in my life.
I know it's a million. The pages are. But the must be
wanauliza Colo kwani ulienda? Wengi hawajui nilishabanduka. Kama shujaa si nilipata rufa. Jupazia za hekalu zilishararuka. Kumbe hapa siri ni kuchangamuka. Sasa anga zangu chonjo zinatambaruka. Mimi niko na Yesu nilijanjaruka. Kutoboa hii maisha ya mapanda shuka. That so far to be the best part.
I gotta say, this guy is the same. Trust me, his soul has changed. I can say that.
Man.
But it's just amazing how you are. I just love this bubbliness in you. Yeah. So now, just a few more questions before I get into the cheeky part of our show. Any artist that you would want to open up for, or ever wanted to perform with and never had a chance? One person.
Well, I love me some Travis Green. He has some good music.
Wow.
I respect it.
That's deep, bro. That's
He's
deep.
Writing.
Colo.
Yes, sir.
What is the most trouble that you've ever got into?
The most you get, man.
I know you've got a million times. There must be one.
I was telling someone the other day, I thank God there was no Instagram and Facebook.
Those days, it would still be there. We'd still be getting those videos.
Oh my God. Could just imagine.
No, I don't even want to, bro.
The number of things that would be exposed.
Yeah, but look at it this way also. As much as it's done negative, bro, it helps. Right now it helps.
It helps, yes.
Yeah.
But I just thank God. Because if it's getting into trouble, man, I've gotten into a lot of trouble.
So tell me one which stood out, which you'll never forget.
Ducking from school, I was in Form 4. And of all days, that day that I ran away to go and perform in Kisumu.
Yeah. Your master was in the crowd.
My mom went to visit me on that day.
Oh.
And it ended up in the papers that I was in Kisumu performing. And
that was some chaos.
That was Jasho Jebamba lilitiririka. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But that along many other series,
Your favorite song ever?
My favorite song ever.
Yeah.
Wow. It's called Tawala.
Dreamer.
It's a song I wrote for my daughter. I collaborated with Sauti Soul.
Nice.
It's available on my page.
Yeah, okay.
Collo on YouTube. Subscribe.
Yeah, it's free, guys. Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, man.
Now, your current top 5 artists from the Kenyan scene. Not in a particular order.
Okay.
Just tell me your
top 5 artists in the Kenyan scene.
They don't have to be gospel or whatever. Whatever you
like,
feel who are on the right track.
Yeah. I like Scooby, the lazy rapper.
Yeah.
He's a new artist. I like Masi Masika. I like Pitson. Pitson is a crazy songwriter.
Yeah.
You need to hear his music.
Okay. Some of these names I don't even I gotta check them out. Yeah.
Yashinsky, of course.
is back in action.
Yep. And there's a of course, you know, I love Sauti Soul. I don't even have to mention.
You don't have
know
to,
what I mean? Like, yeah.
They're above and beyond.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Toet,
yeah.
he's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, you need to check him out.
I gotta check him as well.
Toet, he should be dropping his song soon.
Yeah. Any album plans, or it's just the singles way or what?
I'm working on my first gospel EP.
Yeah.
It's, I don't want to disclose. No, for you I will.
Oh, thank you, brother. Exclusive.
It's called Miaka Ka Nane. Yes, Miaka Ka Nane.
Nice.
And number 8 is it's a complete. It symbolizes complete. It's complete. And it's an 8-track album.
Nice.
Bazo Kizo is one of the songs from the album.
Yeah.
There's Jijue that I've just released. I'm Kenya's son, so
you
know,
I mean,
I'm
seriously,
a friend to all.
You know, as you were telling guys, you know, those days was something else.
It was magical. It was magical because, again, Kenya was one. The Asian community,
everybody used to be together.
The Islamic community, the Christians, the expats, and everyone were one. We were speaking one language, and guess what? It's all music that brings us together.
True,
and
music.
so I reconfirm the entertainment mountain is going to save this nation because it has open-minded.
I agree with you. I mean, seriously, even Sodi has been on the show over here, and we've done a track together as well. In the studio, we actually did that. That was crazy, man.
Nachidi, he Sodi Nachidi.
You remember that tune, man?
The new generation of Kenyans living in Nairobi don't even know.
They don't know. Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know how we used to roll, bro.
But that was done. Now is now.
Now is now. Let's restore it and make it better, man.
Exactly. So, 10 years from now, where do we see you, bro?
10 years from now?
Yeah.
We'll still be on top. Yo, I thought I told you that we won't stop. Silio.
That's the way, bro.
10 years from now, Kenya is going to be #1 everywhere.
Thank you so much, Colo. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Nice.
From our sponsor, we give you enough stock for your coffee so you can keep them lyrics coming and keep dropping the hits, bro.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, brothers. Check Colo out. His new album's going to be out soon. You will find out more about that only on Zindagi TV. As for now, whatever you got to do. But as Salman Khan says, don't trouble your mother.